Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Phantasmagoria. Last we left off, Adrian dared to step back into Luann's antique shop. But thankfully Luann is not in a particularly killing mood today. But she said she had some important news articles for us to look at. So let's go take a look. Sadly, still can't get that beautiful crucifix. I'm sure Adrian's just completely torn up over it. So let's guess, how long is it going to take for her to actually turn the pages and show us what she's looking at? I'm going to give her at least 30 seconds before I finally just flip something and kill her. Oh. Carno to give benefit performance at local orphanage. This coming Friday afternoon, February 5th, 1887, Carno will kindly give a special performance at Our Lady of Compassion Orphanage. All proceeds will be donated to the orphanage to help with the care and feeding of the children. Come and enjoy the show. See Carno levitate in midair. Watch as he saws a woman in two. Experience the electro chair. All this and more. All additional donations will be greatly appreciated. Interesting. Carno toddler discovered drowned in pond. Well, that's a lovely headline. On Sunday afternoon, June 10th, 1889, Carno's daughter, Sophia, 2, was found dead in the estate's garden fish pond by her mother, Hortensia. It appears the little girl had wandered off by herself and had accidentally fallen into the fish pond, where, apparently, she drowned. No, she fell into the fish pond and died of a gunshot wound. It is reported her mother is quite distraught and is currently undergoing medically supervised sedation. Sophia will be interred in the Carnavash family tomb after a discreet funeral tomorrow. Oh, poor kid. Illusionist's fourth wife chokes to death at dinner. Yesterday, November 17, 1896, Carno's fourth wife, Regina, caught a piece of steak in her throat and choked to death while having dinner with him. Tragically, Regina is the second of Carno's 4 wives to die. 3 years ago, his wife Lenora succumbed when she accidentally tripped and fell down a flight of stairs, breaking her neck. Carno also lost a daughter 7 years ago when she drowned in a fish pond at the tender age of 2. Carno divorced his first 2 wives after each had proved unfaithful. They have not been heard from since. That's a little suspicious, if you ask me. Acclaimed magician injured while attempting escape trick. Last evening, Thursday, October 15th, 1898, Carno was seriously burned while attempting his world-famous escape trick. He had been chained to a restraining contraption, bound, gagged, blindfolded, and then set afire. The escape should occur within 20 seconds, but this time something went wrong. As his audience screamed in horror, Carno was pulled, barely alive, from the raging inferno. Raced to Our Holy Savior Hospital, he now lies in a coma with burns over 80% of his body. Doctors are not optimistic about his recovery. Famous illusionist gone berserk, found dead after night of rampage. It was reported early this morning, Friday, October 23rd, 1898, that both Carno, the world-famous illusionist, and his wife Marie were found dead in their home. At this time, it's not clear what actually transpired, but it appears that Carno, who had recently suffered a severe accident, awoke from a coma sometime last night and escaped from his hospital after killing his night nurse. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, you woke up, how are you? Somehow, despite his acute injuries, he then managed to make his way home over 10 miles away. It is conjectured that he interrupted a tryst between Marie and her lover, Gaston Warwick, and that a violent row had resulted. In the aftermath, both Carno and Marie lie dead, while Gaston had disappeared. A search for him is now underway. Carno and his wife will be interred in the Carnavash family tomb sometime over the weekend. You know, October 23rd, we're actually kind of coming up on that date. Or, it's pretty close at least. Well, looks like that's all the articles. Well, that was fascinating. But looks like he went through quite a few wives. It said Regina, the one who choked to death, was his 4th wife. And then he was apparently married to Marie, so he's had at least 5 wives. But man, he really went through them all. Now, but if you recall, yeah, whatever. We had a book that we found that apparently belonged to Malcolm. Hello? Oh.
You again? I already told you no.
Wait!
Well?
What a beautiful hair ribbon.
I found this book in the tower room.
I pulled it
See?
out of nowhere.
Just a minute.
Just a minute. Damn it.
All right, you can
That
come
was
in.
fast.
Thank you.
Remember, someone just said she liked to imagine that whenever the nurse is showing him one of these items, she just like walks in, flings the item at him, and he just goes,
Malcolm.
"Let her in!"
She's here. Malcolm! She is here!
Oh, looks like he died in the intervening few seconds. What a shame. Well, at least now we can loot his house.
Come. Come
I'm
here.
old. I sit in front of a fireplace all day. You will never see my face. Eh.
You're living in Kano's house.
Yes, sir.
You found my book.
Yes, I did, sir.
Don't call me sir. I don't like it. It makes me feel
Yeah,
old.
110 isn't old.
Well, what should I call you?
My name is Malcolm. Call me that.
Okay, I'll call you Sir. Sir Malcolm.
Malcolm? Is it true you lived with Carno as a boy? Did you sleep in the tower room?
Were you his sex slave?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I did. That was my room.
What was Carno like?
Enough.
Fascinating.
I have one question for you. And then, after that, you have to
I
leave.
can't stand being around you anymore. I'm getting dumber by the moment.
What is it?
Tell me, how is the house? Everything?
Well,
Okay.
aside from everything, it's fine.
I guess.
It's not fine, Adrian. Have
What do you
looked at
mean?
your house?
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I'm tired. You have to go now.
But
No.
I can't take you anymore.
well, thank you.
That outfit. Oh, that colors. Get out. Get out and never come back. Well, we didn't exactly get much out of that. So let's go bother him again. I'm sure that nurse is just gonna be, "Aw, we can't go back in." Oh well. Alright, well, there's not much left to do in town, so I guess nothing left to do but to do. Let's head on back to the house. Let's pull into the driveway. Oh, cutscene. Oh, Dawn has emerged.
God,
from
you
the
scared
dark.
me.
And where have you been all day?
Hey,
I don't know.
been hanging around the house, really. I left for like 5
In
minutes to go
town.
to town.
I thought I told you to stay away from all of those people.
People.
What people? Those stupid townspeople.
Oh, this is silly.
Oh,
Finish me,
okay.
yet.
You're telling me what to do? Well, where were you all day?
None of your business, honey.
Well, I'll tell you what. You take care of your business, and I'll take care of mine.
Adrian, wrong way.
Well, we're
The
gonna
house
see
is the
about
other
that.
way. The chapter is finished. Now, before we go on, I just want to put this small little disclaimer out there. There is a pseudo-rape scene coming up, and while it's not particularly violent or graphic by today's measures, it can still be triggering depending on where you are mentally and emotionally. So I'm going to put a timestamp in the description. If you're at all nervous or at risk of trigger, then feel free to skip past this section. If you're not, then, well, let's continue. Just wanted to throw that small little warning out there. Chapter 4, Friday, October 21st, 7 a.m. Oh my god, she's in different clothes. I don't know if my brain can handle this. Hello, Dawn. What are you doing here? No, stop touching.
Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
you tell him. Forget the hairbrush. Oh, nice music. Oh, what? Okay, for some reason it appears to be uncensored. This is slightly awkward. I've actually never played this game uncensored before. I don't know why it's on this. Oh. Oh, come on. At least carry her back to the bedroom. Why the bathroom? Okay. This is slightly awkward. Like, it's just a big blob of pixels. I assume censored mode would just be, like, it would skip over the scenes. Can't see anything really happening. She definitely didn't sound like she particularly enjoyed that. Yeah, I think it's best if you just left. So yeah, that was one of the scenes that actually made this game pretty controversial when it came out, even though, like I said, it's not particularly graphic by today's standards. Back when this game came out, they never really had anything like that, so it was pretty big for the time. Alright. Anyway, welcome back to any of you who decide to skip the previous scene. For some reason it was on censored. Why is this on censored?
Welcome back. Now that you are ready to play this game in all its gory, please re-enter your secret password.
Lol. Oh.
Thank you. Enjoy the experience.
Did I turn censored? Why did I turn censored on at some point? I seriously don't even remember doing that. That's interesting. Well, anyway. So yeah. While I don't feel like that scene was entirely necessary, I do like that they were at least subtle with it. They weren't over the top with the violence, and they played it pretty much as well as they could have. And there are some more subtle touches that I'll get into. Looks like the painting's even further along. Still can't really tell what it is, though. It doesn't look like a bird anymore, at least. Oh. Looks like the paint's still wet. That's bizarre. Well. You know what? I take it back. Spaz isn't the one that's painting. Clearly it's Harriet. She's been sneaking up to the house daily to do it. Oh, actually, that reminds me. We need to go back up to the attic room, because there's something I completely forgot to do while up here. If we head over here, back into Malcolm's room, we can look out this window. And what do we see? Oh, we see a little building. Looks like it's on the other side of our property, though. Hey, actually, that's probably past that pathway where it's, like, dissolved. Interesting. Looks like we might have to find a way over there. Though Adrian could just jump if she wasn't such a pansy. Another example of a nice, subtle touch they put into this was you can't click on Dawn's door or even attempt to interact with him for all of this chapter, really, which makes sense. She doesn't want anything to do with him right now. Neither would I, but I don't really know why she doesn't just leave. Oh. And if you couldn't see this extremely bright glowy thing over here, they put in a big musical cue for you. Well, we have to go check out the shiny. It's one of the few ways to actually get Adrian's attention. So what is it? Oh, it's a locket. Interesting. Clearly this is Don's. He's notorious for wearing lockets.
I found this in your room. Where did you get it?
Why, Zoltan, what do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. Gaston gave it to you, didn't he?
No! I bought it when we were in London last month.
I'm not a fool, Marie. I've been watching. When he looks at you, you smile and blush. And he's always hovering around you backstage.
But you're wrong, Zoltan. He's just a friend, that's all.
I don't want him here tomorrow night.
But he's your prop man. He has a right to be at your party. Please, don't accuse me of this. Believe me, Zoltan. I love you. Only you.
I want to believe you, Marie. I do.
I wouldn't. Honestly, that was a piss-poor lie on her part. She didn't sound believable at all. Oh.
What's
the
that?
locket's vanished. No, Adrian, it's gone. She's like, what? Where'd it go? What? Huh? Although, admittedly, I guess I would be just as confused if an object just disappeared from my hand. Then again, I probably wouldn't still be in this house at this point. I would have left around chapter 1. Alright, let's head downstairs. Oh, hello, Harriet.
I've been waiting for you.
I'm sorry, Harriet. I forgot all
I
about
wonder
it.
why.
You ready to work?
Yeah, ma'am. Tell me what to do.
Well, let's see. Kitchen
My
dishes
book
need
needs
washing.
writing.
Our
My
bed needs to
husband
be
needs to be
made.
killed. My
Bathroom
diaper
needs
needs to be
cleaning.
changed.
Furniture needs polishing.
Peasants need to be run off.
This floor needs sweeping.
I'll get right on it. Anything else?
And also, you can just give her the tarot cards here, if you haven't given them to her in the previous chapter. Funnily enough, she'll just stay like this forever. Oh.
Oh,
Whoops.
by the way,
I guess not.
I see you carrying around that newspaper. You want me to throw it away for you?
Please, would you?
Thanks. Yeah, and that's where the newspaper would get taken away from you, but apparently you can't stay on that screen forever. She's no Therese. Oh, I'll explain what that means a little later. Yeah. But anyway, I think that's a good cutting off point, so let us Alright, I'll save a bit later. I just did. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you...